at CO to C1. This is the first of 8 at Bathurst. It's HYNASH Racing Club. Everyone knows about Dougie's accident. Been in hospital all that time. He's now finally home, so welcome home to you, Doug. They're just about set. Zabibbo is the favourite. There's the green light. Arms folding back and away they go, and Zabibbo got away nicely. On the outside in second is Ponte Milvio and Mr. Haywood looking for the set. Limbo Larry's looking for 1x1 cover. Beauty Bound tracks it up. Krusty's just out 3 wide at the moment, and Kite Street goes along the inner. And then came Wardan Apollo. Along the inside is Pretty Foxy from It's Inevitable. And Lorenzo Shannon was dragged back to the rear. They're almost in formation now as they make their way into the back straight. And holding the lead was Zabibbo. On the leader's back is Mr. Haywood. On the outside, Ponte Milvio about to get cover by Krusty. 3 back the inside, Kite Street, Limbo Larry around it. And then Beauty Bound, Pretty Foxy, Wardan Apollo third last in the running line. Lorenzo Shannon underneath it, and It's Inevitable as last of all. They go by the first quarter in a 48.4, and that's fairly casual, and in front is Zabibbo. On the outside now, moving up into second is Krusty. Mr. Haywood trailing the leader, and Ponte Milvio 1x1. 3 back the inside is Kite Street being covered up by Limbo Larry. Beauty Bound tracks it up, Pretty Foxy on the pegs, and then came Wardan Apollo, Lorenzo Shannon, and last of all is It's Inevitable. They're about to get to the top of the straight. They've got about 1,250 to go, and in front still Zabibbo for Ashley Grives. Second on the outside is Krusty, Mr. Haywood in behind the leader, and then came Ponte Milvio on the outside, 1x1. Kite Street was next. On the outside is Limbo Larry, and then came Pretty Foxy, Beauty Bound, Lorenzo Shannon, Wardan Apollo shuffle back a spot, and last of all is It's Inevitable. 30.9 the quarter out of the home straight. They make their way towards the 900, and Zabibbo in front. On its back is Mr. Haywood. Krusty leads up the outside brigade, and then came Ponte Milvio, Kite Street, Limbo Larry. Pretty Foxy's on the inner. On the outside of those runners next is Beauty Bound. Here comes Wardan Apollo out 3 wide from Lorenzo Shannon, and It's Inevitable will get 3 wide with cover as they run down the back. 30.4 the second quarter, 61.3 the half. They pass the 600, and in front still Zabibbo. It's got a King Brown advantage over Krusty. Mr. Haywood's over on the inside from Ponte Milvio. Limbo Larry moves up out 3 wide. Beauty Bound in the centre, and then came Kite Street. Wardan Apollo starting to get a wriggle on. It's going to have to come 5 wide now though from It's Inevitable. Back to second last is Lorenzo Shannon, and Pretty Foxy last of all. A 30.2 third quarter. They start to stack up. Zabibbo in front, under pressure. Krusty on the outside. Ponte Milvio 3 wide. 4 wide Limbo Larry. 5 wide Wardan Apollo. Back along the inside is Kite Street and Pretty Foxy. In front though, down the outside, Wardan Apollo swoops on by, and Amanda will get a first for the night. In front, Wardan Apollo wins by about 5 metres. It's Inevitable will get second, who had the piggyback on the back of Wardan Apollo. A good go third. Mr. Haywood was there. Zabibbo's there, and also Krusty and Limbo Larry. A photo. Behind them next was Pretty Foxy, Lorenzo Shannon, and then came behind those runners next Ponte Milvio pulled up quickly from Beauty Bound, and then one of the last ones in would have been Kite Street. Number 10, Wardan Apollo gets home for Amanda Turnbull. She had to come into the race 4 and 5 deep on the home bend.